Does no one ever wonder why it is that it's the forgotten men and women, you and I, that are still being silenced on all platforms? Okay? So that's the people they don't want to hear from. So this is the reason I don't have, I have not a whole level of trust with the people surrounding Trump. I trust Trump. I don't trust the people that are the heroes that we keep hearing about. One is Elon Musk, okay? Sorry, I'm just, yeah, he campaigned for Trump, but you know, everybody says he's so brilliant, he's so brilliant. Then if he's so brilliant, why did it take him so long to figure out who Trump was? That's just one that I can't wrap my head around. So lacks common sense, brilliant with rockets. Okay. So, but I get shadow banned on his platform, okay? But he has always said that he will give you freedom of speech but not reach. So that's disrespecting the Constitution, but whatever. They all do it. The thing is, I'm going to show you what happens is that when one Marxist you think is removed, there's another one right behind them that will come in, and I'm going to prove this. And that's what the concern is here. So then look at the people, I'm not talking about your mainstream media, but your alternative media, those people that you think are bringing you the truth, whether it's Patrick Bet-David, it's Glenn Beck, it's Lex Friedman, it's, I don't care, Joe Rogan, whoever it is, all of them. They have millions and millions of followers, right? Okay? But they're never advocating for you, the forgotten man and woman. They don't want to say anything about the fact that you're still being silenced, do they? They don't get silenced. They'll say, oh, we've been demonetized. Yeah, well, yeah, but YouTube doesn't take you down, do they? YouTube isn't shadow banning you guys. But they never advocate for the forgotten man and woman, do they? No, Trump does, but none of them do. And yet all I hear about is how wealthy Elon Musk is, but it's like, or that he's the most wealthiest. No, I think Trump's wealthier than him, and so is his media platform, by the way. So why do they say that stuff? Because they're pushing the Elon Musks. They're pushing these people as they're the new X team. They're the new heroes. Well, if they're such new heroes, then why don't they take a page from Trump's book and start advocating for the forgotten man and woman that's still being silenced? See, I don't have a lot of respect for you. You guys have big platforms, but you don't advocate for the fact that we're still being silenced. You don't care about the forgotten man and woman because you serve an agenda just like everybody else. Sorry, I don't have a lot of these people are former Democrats, by the way. I'm not saying Democrats don't, flip and change, but when they're at these levels, you got to wonder. So I did a video earlier today, a short slideshow. This is Susie Loftus. She's the one that's taking videos down of people. She's the one that's been silencing. So she's interfered in an election. I understand Trump won, but she still is silencing today. All the platforms are, because they're being run by Marxists. And even if they leave, Dorsey or who, it doesn't matter. The next person in line will also be a Marxist. I'll show that. I'll prove that in this case with her. But there should be prosecution against her. Because don't tell me, it's because it's a private company. No, she's a Marxist pushing an ideology, and she was silencing Trump people. She has been for a while. It's the worst it's ever been. I had 5 accounts taken down. This account will be throttled. The only reason my video earlier this morning, the short slides show about her, got more views than anything I've had recently is because I posted it at a time of day when I don't normally post. So the algorithms, that's how good the algorithms are. They know what time of day you're going to post. But there needs to be people held accountable for this. But she's friends with Kamala Harris, going all the way back to San Francisco. She was her assistant, okay? But I'm going to show you how it doesn't matter about who gets in when it comes to these people. Susie Loftus, back in the day, she ran against him, Chesa Boudin. I'm going to tell you who Chesa Boudin is in a minute. But it wouldn't have mattered if it was her that got in or him. They're both Marxists. Chesa Boudin's parents are David Gilbert and Kathy Bodine. His parents, either one maybe got killed or they both went to jail. The mother did definitely go to jail. So he was parentless. You know who raised him? Bill Ayers and Bernadine Dorn were the adoptive parents. So you can imagine what kind of indoctrination went on in that home. If you don't know who Bill Ayers and Bernadine Dorn are, this is them. They were the head of the Weather Underground group. And Bill Ayers, of course, as I've said in a million videos, went on to be retire from University of Illinois Chicago, okay, after blowing up buildings in the 60s. No big deal. But they're freedom fighters. Yeah, right. They're Marxists. They're outright communists. They say it. They're not. They don't hide it. Bernadine Dorn, she went on to, after having to spend some time in jail for blowing up things, she went on to be associate law professor at Northwestern. Yeah, and then this is why your kids come out as Marxists and totally indoctrinated. That's how what trash our American universities are. Yep, it goes way back. That's Bernadine Dorn. Yeah, when she was arrested in Chicago. She hates cops. She was basically like, for every one of them killed, it's a good day. In fact, this is a quote by her: offing those rich pigs with their own forks and knives and then eating a meal in the same room, far out. The weathermen dig Charles Manson. Yeah, well, they pretty much are at the same level there. And then this is her husband, Bill Ayers. Okay, so these are the two people that raised Chesa Boudin. And Chesa Boudin went on to Yale to get a law degree. Okay, so that's how early they plan. Get these kids ready to go, because it's all about their Marxist ideology, all about taking down America. So even though it may seem like, oh, this Marxist is gone, there's another one coming right in to take their spot. And yet that's what concerns me about all these people surrounding Trump, although I think Trump knows. I do believe he knows, because Trump's been the only one that's been truly about the forgotten man and woman. Nobody that's new, even the people that say they support Trump, they still don't care about you and I being silenced, do they? No. As you can see here, it says Boudin was born in New York City to far-left Jewish parents. Kathy Boudin and David Gilbert, Weather Underground members, who, when Boudin was only 14 months old, were both convicted of murder for their participation in the 1981 Brinks robbery in Rockland County, New York. His mother was sentenced to 20 years to life and his father 75 years to life, both for the felony murders of 2 police officers and a security guard. And as you can see, then it goes on to explain what I said, how the adoptive parents became the people that headed up the Weather Underground group. And before law school, Boudin traveled to Venezuela and served as a translator in the Venezuelan presidential palace during the administration of Hugo Chavez. Yeah, and then it goes on, see how they get these people in these positions on purpose. So he's no different than your Susie Loftus, is what I'm saying. But yet they play this game like they're running, right, against each other, but it doesn't matter in the end which one gets in. And you can see up there at the top, attorney in the 2019 election defeating interim district attorney Susie Loftus, who is the one silencing Trump supporters on TikTok now. And you can see what he campaigned for the office on decarceration platform of eliminating cash bail, establishing a unit to reevaluate wrongful convictions, and refusing to assist immigration and customs enforcement. And there's no doubt about who Bill Ayers is. Again, Bill Ayers, Bernadine Dorn raised Chesa Boudin. He's a Marxist. They're all Marxists. They're communists, actually. They are not afraid to say it, as I said. Public Enemy, this was a book by him. Public Enemy, Confessions of an American Dissident. He hates America. Yeah, just move. But no, he had to go blowing up buildings. And then what did the American universities do? They put these people in professor positions. And this is Bill Ayers back in the day, and Obama. They're doing some event. I think it's at University of Chicago. Yeah, so when Obama says, oh, we just knew each other from the neighborhood, well, it goes a little bit deeper than that, yeah. And your Susie Loftus is up there, and as it says here, Loftus, global head of risk and operations of TikTok. Yes. It's all a rigged system. When one Marxist leaves, they have another one lined up to take its place. Don't trust anybody. I only trust Trump and fully trust God.